Roads and tracks in Central Asia can be precarious and hazardous due to the deep-hidden potholes often spotted only after it's too late to avoid them, resulting in severe shocks to the vehicle which ultimately can lead to a breakdown. For example, our friends in front, their chassis frame cracked 3 times, requiring extensive welding repairs. This is our actual route from Switzerland to Singapore, and later in this video we will reveal where we encountered the worst of the tracks. But before that, let's share an experience of our own vehicle nightmare. We have been having the same problem since the crossing of the Karakum Desert in Turkmenistan. A continuous knocking from an unknown source, the origins of which we haven't been able to locate for weeks, till here in Dushanbe. Our cell is firmly glued to a steel frame, which in turn is fixed to the platform using the same bolts and mounting points as for the standard loading bay of the Ford Ranger. 6 support brackets are welded to this steel frame, and it appears as if at least 2 of them have failed, the weld joints not strong enough to withstand the mechanical stress. The knocking is therefore caused by the alcove hitting the roof while driving over potholes and uneven tracks. The road ahead through the Pamir is even more treacherous, and no repairs can be done for the next 2000 kilometers, so we decide to look out for a welding shop. Easier said than done. Our heartfelt thanks go to Alisher, who spontaneously let us park in his courtyard and spent countless hours helping us finding a suitable welder. The first support was completely broken off. The weld joints were definitely too weak, and this one needs to be re-welded from scratch.
He says if it would be easy to fold it, he could
The second support is still attached on one side. It would have been only a matter of time, so this one also needs to be re-welded on all sides and edges. I have doubts whether these will truly hold, and in fact we had to undergo the same procedure a few weeks later in Kyrgyzstan, this time with the heroic appearance of a wire welding machine. This is by no means an exhaustive mapping of potholes in Asia, merely what we experience on our own route. As you might imagine, Europe is predominantly smooth, only one really bad road to report, the SH-75 in southern Albania. Turkey has massively invested in its infrastructure. Even small roads are well maintained. Georgia, on the other hand, does not have the funding, and once you leave the main road, it's a gamble. The last part of the Svaneti and the Kakheti highlands can become pretty tough. Azerbaijan is in an economic boom. The conditions are acceptable and should get even better. Despite sanctions, Iran has a surprisingly well-maintained infrastructure. The few exceptions are highlighted in orange or red. Ironically, the main challenge are the speed bumps. A tad too fast and you take a bad knock. Turkmenistan is the first real challenge. Once outside Ashgabat, the roads are really bad. Slightly better, but not by much, Uzbekistan. New tarmac alternates with deep potholes. Be patient. The Pamir is the attraction in Tajikistan. The tracks are full of potholes, but you will lower your speed accordingly. Kyrgyzstan is a bit of a relief when approaching from the south, but mountains and passes can be a real challenge. Kazakhstan is the second worst in Central Asia. We have taken the western detour towards Siberia, avoiding the A350 that was reported to be as bad as Turkmenistan. Lots of roadworks though, it might improve in the next few years. The Altai Republic in Russia feels like a dream when on the road. The Siberian off-road tracks are for the pros though. Only 20% of Mongolian roads are paved, so you know what to expect. Statistically, in Mongolia, 1 of 3 overland vehicles suffers a severe breakdown, 1 has notable damages, and 1 gets through unscathed. The major challenge are the tracks corrugated by washboards. Lower the tire pressure and try to stay calm. China has, expectedly, a very well-maintained infrastructure. Even roads over 4,000 meters above sea level are paved. In Laos, we took the eastern route near the Vietnamese border. That was challenging, similar to the Pamir, but the rest was okay. Cambodia is as you would expect it. A mix of well and less maintained roads, nothing to worry about. No surprises in Thailand and Malaysia. Almost every road is well maintained and the journey is smooth. Wishing you happy trails, smooth roads, and a lack of welding on your journeys.